So stop what you're doing. Go right to Netflix. Watch this movie, baby. I can assure you, you will be crying and you will not be disappointed. Now,
when they say being poor is expensive, have you heard that quote? Let's talk about Tyler Perry's new movie on Netflix, Straw. Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So, a new movie by Tyler Perry has just been released, and this has gotten a lot of people's reaction, and including my reaction. I just saw the movie last night, and I have so much to say about the movie. So, let me know down in the comment section, have you seen this movie? And let me know what you think. This movie was it's a whole star. It has Taraji P. Henson, what's the name? A whole lot of stars. My brain just went blank now, but but an amazing movie. But I'll tell you, the movie, I need you to watch the movie to the end. The movie has a lot of twists and all that, but this movie has gotten a lot of people talking. A lot of people are talking about this movie because we all know how Tyler Perry usually portray black women, and some of us are fed up of it. Give us other version of black women, but this movie is typically like Tyler Perry style, but in a very huge twist that will shock you. But yeah, let me know if you've seen the movie, what you think about it. So let's go check out people's response and review of this movie, and then I'll come back and share my own thought about this movie without spoiling this movie. Okay, so let's go check out people's response, and then we'll come back and talk more.
when I did my last video before watching this movie, I thought this was just for the single mothers that ain't got $1,000. When I tell y'all, I don't care if you got Tyler Perry money or me and Taraji money, baby. Sit down this weekend and watch this movie, baby. I just got to this scene right here. My gosh, y'all, when I tell you, I thought the ending of this movie was gonna be so different. When y'all watch this movie, get to this part, bro, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish. Like, people need to understand, and they said this in this movie, the cost of being poor is so expensive. And this woman right here absolutely had a no good, horrible, very bad day. And what's crazy is shit like this only happens to like people who are having the worst of luck already. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, Tyler made another movie about black women being down. No, this movie is the opposite. This movie I ain't even done yet, and it's giving sisterhood, compassion, sticking together, learning to listen, and I can't even finish because I don't want to give away where I'm at or the rest of the movie. So stop what you're doing, go right to Netflix, watch this movie, baby. I can assure you, you will be crying and you will not be disappointed. Now I'm Simi with the scoop, and my God, be sure to give me a follow so we can stay up to date. And I'm about to get finished watching the movie. Bye-bye.
So many of us are walking around like everything's okay when deep down, we're carrying burdens that no one can see. It's like clockwork. We show up, we push through, we survive, because what other choice do we have? But the truth is, we are not meant to do all of this alone. We need community, we need solidarity, girl, we need each other. And this is exactly what Straw, Tyler Perry's new film on Netflix, is all about. The iconic Taraji P. Henson plays Janiyah, a mother whose world completely unravels over the course of one day. She's just trying to care for her sick daughter, but soon she goes from stressed to depressed to pushed to the edge of survival. I love that this film doesn't sugarcoat what it's like to live in a world that often acts like you don't exist, but it also shows the power of sisterhood and the way we show up for each other when nobody else does. So this isn't just a movie. It's an emotional but powerful reminder that for us, solidarity is survival. And as a mother, so many parts of Janiyah's story resonated with me. On top of that, Tyler Perry picked an all-star cast per usual. So be sure to watch Straw on Netflix. It drops on June 6th, and remember to come back to let me know your thoughts on it.
If you're a mom and you've had a bad week, please go on Netflix now and look for a movie called Straw. Go on Netflix and look for a movie called Straw. I get to it's really Maobane or it's really today, but I watched it today. Guys, I was sobbing throughout that movie. I don't remember a time when I wasn't crying. I don't remember a time when I wasn't crying. And the ending, I didn't see the ending coming. Yeah. Even thinking about it, I want to cry. I didn't even see. Oh my God, just go on.
When I tell you I was crying a river, the lashes fell off with ease. Like I'm in here stopped up. You can hear it in my voice. Like, I swear, y'all, like, so sad, but true story. And this movie is really just showing how far of an extent some single moms go to do what they got to do and make ends meet. I think a lot of y'all watch the movie and don't get the message, and a lot of y'all hate the fact that he make y'all feel the message. It hit home for most of y'all, so you feel like it's an attack. Tyler Perry always gave nonfiction. He always gave real life events, so I don't really know what y'all get in this movie. I felt every struggle because I've been there before, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I think the bigger message is to the dads out here, if you're a deadbeat, step up. And even though the father wasn't in the picture, nor was her village, she did all that by herself. It's a lot of pressure. Though you struggling with paying your rent, you struggling with your child, buying food for the house, etc., etc. The world is still a cruel place. You still got to get up and get into this cruel world and go work with assholes.
Plot twist at the end of Straw, like, I have to give it to Tyler Perry because I had not been the biggest fan of some of his recent projects, but he did his big one with this. Like, I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's starring Taraji P. Henson, and you like, when is Taraji ever in a bad project? So I should have already known it was gonna be good, but when I see Tyler Perry, I get a little, I don't know, I get a little traumatized by him. But it was a good movie. Like, the ending, I was not expecting that. Like, mind you, I'm getting irritated the whole movie because I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, this is just such a big misunderstanding whole time. I'm not even gonna spoil it for y'all, but if y'all haven't already, go watch Straw by Tyler Perry. It's on Netflix.
Okay, so I just got done watching Straw, Tyler Perry's new movie on Netflix. Let me just say this. Taraji P. Henson, she gon' act.
Yeah,
She gonna give you a good performance. My God, today. Second, Miss Sherry Shepherd, another one, gonna give you a good performance. Let me tell you something. That movie had me in here sobbing, drenched in the twist. I don't want to tell you too much. I'm not gonna tell you too much. But this is the thing that was really frustrating me the whole time I watched it. Black women, I hate that it takes each other for y'all to be able to be taken care of. It does not matter. You could be at your lowest. And it takes people that look like you, but not only just look like you, but understand you, that have lived a similar life or are able to see themselves in you in order for you to be protected. That is insane to me, and that is not how it should be.
That's true.
Absolutely not. Because the way that the black women in this movie take care of each other is something powerful. It's something magnetic. It is something that was warming, but also so frustrating. And all I'm going to say is, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I can to always show up and support black women. Matter of fact, I want you to, in the comments, if you're watching this right now, I want you to, in the comments, tag a black woman and give her her flowers. And tell her that you love her. Tell her that you support her. Tell her that you see her. Tell her that you see everything that she is doing, every moment that she is taking, every way that she is showing up in this world every single day. My God. Anyway, y'all need to go ahead and turn on your Netflix and watch Straw on Netflix. Because, baby, it's a ride.
Y'all, I am 20 minutes into Tyler Perry's
Watch
movie
it to the
Straw,
end.
and I'm so aggravated. Like, I just don't understand why this always has to be the narrative with his movies.
Watch it to the
And
end.
Tyler can do some amazing movies that have nothing to do with black women struggling, black women being disrespected, black women on the end of their rope. A Jazz Man's Blues was amazing. The Family That Prays was amazing. And he has a few other, like, great movies that he's done that I love. But why? The movie just... I'm 20 minutes in, from the disrespect, from the school, from the taking away her baby. I'm sorry, y'all. Spoilers. Taking away her baby, then putting her out her apartment, then going back in the rain, is wet and everything. Then her boss disrespecting her, won't give her her check. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this narrative. I really would like to have a conversation with Tyler Perry and ask him, why does he deem it necessary to always create and film and produce these kind of movies? I just don't understand it. I'm not even going to finish watching the movie because I don't want it to get any ratings on Netflix. And I'm going to rate it. and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. I understand supporting black art actors and actresses and stuff, but at some point it's like, we have got to stop. Like, am I the only one that feels that way? What for those of you that have seen Straw, what do y'all think about it?
Okay, I'm done. I watched the movie Straw. I've been crying. I had to go get myself together. I've cried through the whole movie. I don't know if it's that relatable, because it was relatable to me in my life, because I've been a single parent for a number of years before I met my husband. So I had it together by then. But I've been through some things. And if you are like me, this movie is for you. If you held it together and been on your own doing this thing and the world forgot all about you, baby daddy missing in action, ghosted and everything else, you know, this movie's for you. You got Tatiana Taylor, you got Sherry Shepherd, you got Sinbad, you got the dude Dunbar, that's his last name, from Soul Food, and some newbies sprinkled in. You know how Tyler do it. But yeah, the movie was good. I've been crying the whole entire time. And it will trigger some things in you if you've been through some things, raising your children alone when the world is just against you. Because if while you're down, if it can happen, it will happen. I'm sure you know about those days. So I don't even know if the movie was good. I think it was good. Watch it for yourself.
Yeah.
But because I've been in the movie, in the same situation, I think it's good, because it's like somebody saw me. Somebody went through what I went through. Because when you're going through it, you think you're the only one going through it. That's why you be quiet. That's why the family don't know you're suffering. Because really, you don't, what they going to do anyway? So you just don't say anything. Just silently suffer for yourself. And then when that final straw, which hence the title, you just clock. But when you thought she's clocked, the clocking has just begun.
Straw isn't a disaster, but it's not a triumph either. It feels like a film caught in transition, caught between what Tyler Perry has always done and what he seems to be reaching for. You can see him trying to evolve, to shift into something a little more restrained, a little less theatrical. But his usual instincts, those bursts of melodrama, the sharp emotional pivots, the overstuffed plotting, are still very much there. And the tension between those two impulses is what holds the film back. There's a good story at the core. A single mother down on her luck, pushed to the edge by a system that never gave her a fair shot. It's a premise with weight, with real-world stakes, and Perry clearly wants to say something with it. But instead of letting that story breathe, he overloads it. The first half alone throws so many exaggerated situations at the audience, one after the next, with barely a moment to process. A bottle thrown at work, an unhinged encounter with a plainclothes cop, CPS called, rent overdue, job gone, all within minutes. It's not that any of these moments couldn't work on their own. It's that together they start to feel like noise. The emotional arc becomes hard to track because it's constantly being overshadowed by the sheer volume of conflict. The film is trying to build pressure to show someone push beyond their limit, but it doesn't trust the audience enough to let the tension build naturally. Instead, it just keeps raising the stakes louder and faster until it starts to feel hollow. That kind of storytelling loses its power over time. The more chaos you throw in, the less impact each moment has. And yet there are moments that work. There are scenes where Perry pulls back, lets the camera linger, lets the characters sit in their silence. And that's when the film really finds itself. Those quieter moments feel lived in, real. You can feel the exhaustion in Taraji P. Henson's performance, the weight in her body language, the way her voice strains when she's trying not to cry. She carries this film on her back, even when the writing feels scattered, even when the tone slips into overdrive. She grounds the entire thing with a kind of raw presence that demands your attention. The film also flirts with something deeper. There's a thread about how systems, policing, social services, the job market, don't just fail people, but actively erode them. That when everything is rigged against you, even survival starts to feel like a performance. That pressure is real, and the film does a good job capturing the noise of it. But that good work gets undercut by a twist that tries to reshape the entire film. It's clearly meant to be a gut punch, but instead of elevating the story, it ends up raising more questions than it answers. There's a difference between withholding information to build suspense and simply holding it back to force surprise. This feels like the latter. By the time the credits roll, you're left with a handful of good scenes and a lot of noise in between. For some, that'll be enough. There's definitely a version of this film that works better for audiences who enjoy the signature Perry drama. But for others, it'll feel like he tried to do too much and didn't quite stick the landing.
Let me know if you've seen this movie and your thoughts about it down in the comment section. Like I personally, I remember like watching this last guy just sum it up. I felt watching it the first 30 minutes was it was a lot happening all at once. I was like, what is it? And I like really like I get it. People have it hard. Things life is hard, stressful for a lot of people, especially black women. But just seeing how everything was happening, it was really overwhelming for me as a audience watching it. But also another thing I picked out in it is that I think because maybe the movie was done in a rush, I don't know, but it seems like a movie that was done in a very rushful way. Even though the storyline is amazing, the shock effect at the end, the twist on the story at the end was amazing. That's what got me. But also, I just feel like they gave us a lot less camera movement. It's almost like I was watching more of a reality show than it was just less camera angles and movement and like using the cameras to tell the story. I just feel like it has a lot of restriction. I don't know how I'm explaining it, but that's just idea. I just feel like there was a lot of restriction and they could get more camera angles and movement in the for the movie. But I just feel like they just wanted. It's almost like they were rushing it. Like they just wanted to film the movie, get the story out there, and that was more important than the craft that comes with it. But the storyline, like I said, the first part of it was very rushed and everything, but the storyline was amazing. The twist at the end was what carried this movie. Like the twist at the end, initially I was all over it, but if you're like me and you're like already over it at the beginning, just watch it to the end. The end is where the sweet spot is in the movie. And also the actors were so good. Like I would say Taraji P. Henson literally carried this movie on her back. Amazing, amazing. I mean, she would get you crying, especially when you're very empathetic and you can relate to a lot of the stories. But one quote in that movie that got me was the woman that said that being poor is so expensive. Ooh, that word. And it just made you see in perspective how sometimes some of us we're going through it and we're going through life, we're going through it, and it's almost like we feel like we're alone and we're doing life all by ourselves and nobody sees us. It almost seems like nothing is working for us, no matter how hard we work, no matter how much we put, no matter how much we show up. It just seems like nothing is working. But in the case of this, it just seems like the system is not working, nothing is working for us. And that's, for me, that's where I can relate, because sometimes it can get really overwhelming, it can get exhausting, it can get depressing to find out that you're putting in the work, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but it just seems like the odds are stacking up against you and you just keep pushing and pushing and keep showing up and you're doing it all by yourself. And it's like nobody sees you, nobody's seeing you, nobody can help you. You have to do it all by yourself. Amazing movie, Taraji acting, chef's kiss. I only point out the things that I didn't really like. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, for me, it's a watch. Go watch it. I tell you, it's very emotional. It's very, very, very emotional. But that also, another thing too I picked out of it is the sisterhood. And that's something that I really so want to build. Like, I really so want to build up a sisterhood, like genuine connection with people that will get it, that were very intentional and very aware with our life and very emotionally intelligent. A lot of people are just being moving with what society expect them to do, and that's how they move. No, I really want to build a community, and I want to build a support system where we are very intentional with our life, and we love who we are, we love what we are, and we hold each other down. And as black women, I feel like that's one thing that we should learn how to do. And that's why when I see two black women coming for each other, it really breaks my heart, because the world is out there. The world is hard already, and it's even harder for you as a black woman. And especially a black African woman is a seal. I'm not saying, oh yes, all black were going through hard struggles just because we're black women, but I'm speaking as a black woman in Africa and raised in Africa. It's so hard, and this is something that I've lived in. I know that that's not to take away with the other black women's struggle, but I just feel like we should stop coming at each other. We should stop pracking at each other at stupid things that does not matter. Rather, we should support and carry each other out and see each other. We may disagree, we may not agree, which is fine. We should see it as a norm not to agree, and just have conversation and just be happy for each other and just be very intentional with our life and support each other. Because for me, that is another thing that this movie really shows, how support, like when if we can come together and support each other, it just makes the pressure and just make each other feel seen, especially in the world where it seems like we're almost invisible. Nobody sees us, nobody regards us, nobody respects us. Everybody leave us to carry the burden for ourselves, and still we still show up and show out, and still act and put a smile on our face like nothing is happening while we're going through a lot. And I'm not saying other people don't go through it, but I'm speaking because obviously I'm a black woman. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you think about this show. If you movie, if you haven't seen it, go check it out and let me know what you think about it. Okay, go down and let me know what are your highs and your lows in the movie, and what you like and what you don't like about the movie. Okay, so anyway, guys, go on and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.